certified French humorist at large, but I'm losing weight. Welcome to Critical Joke Theory, Episode 11. The Michigan GOP blocked an abortion rights ballot initiative, citing the spacing between the words on the document as the reason. There is a spacing issue. It's the space between their ears. Mike Seraphin, Artemis 1 mission manager. There is no guarantee that we're going to get off on Saturday, but we're going to try. There are a few things more embarrassing than not being able to get your rocket off on national TV. Christine Fernandez, the vice president of Argentina, survived an assassination attempt when the assassin's gun jammed. Colt, makers of the AR-15, says, there goes our next ad. AR-15, a reliable killing machine. Trump's lawyers compare the FBI raid of Mar-a-Lago to a dispute over an overdue library book. And Trump, the librarian, is overdue to be booked. Trump said in an interview that he would look very, very seriously at pardons for the January 6 defendants if he is reelected. And if they were not felons, they could vote for Trump. Senators Amy Klobuchar and Rob Portman met with President Zelensky in Ukraine. The GOP sent Portman to show that they support democracy in other countries. Ex-NYPD cop Thomas Webster, who attacked a D.C. officer, is sentenced to 10 years in prison. He claims that the PTSD is responsible for his behavior on January 6. PTSD. Pro-Trump. Screw democracy. In Jackson, Mississippi, 150,000 people are without clean water. Dirty GOP politicians cannot clean up the water, but they can clean out the coffers. Mary Peltola defeats Sarah Palin in the special election for the open Alaska House seat. We could see this coming from Sarah Palin's house. Mikhail Gorbachev, former Soviet president who took down the Iron Curtain, dies. Mr. Gorbachev, you forgot to take Putin with you. And now for a commercial break. The commercial that's broken this time is very simple, and this isn't a very long piece. It's Loom, or for a product called Loom. There's a woman who does the speaking, the spokesperson for Loom, I believe the creator of Loom, and she explains how Loom is applied to the body. Oh yeah, it's a deodorant for the personal portions of your body, your nether regions. And in the commercial, she says, let me show you how to apply it. And then she jokingly says, no, she's not going to do whatever it is. But she applies the lotion to her fingertips, and she makes the motion like you're swiping the buttocks. And then explains that it lasts infinitely longer than a shower. My wife looked at me and goes, who did she get to test that? How do they know your butt smells fresher longer than it does after a shower? Who's sniffing the butts? That was what my wife's question was to me. And I just assumed that it was just random people that they surveyed saying, do you want to smell people's asses? Or maybe they're a bunch of millennials, I think that's what they're called, or maybe Generation Z. The generation that goes around every 5 minutes talking about eating ass. Like, that should be something you need to discuss in public. And it's not that they're eating ass. I don't care what you eat. But I don't walk around saying, I ate a hot dog, I ate a hot dog, I ate a hot dog. No. I ate sushi, I ate sushi. No. If I ate something, I ate it. It's my business. The only time I complain about something I ate or brag about something I ate if it's really, really good or if it's really, really bad. But not just to be a trend. And so my theory was that those are the people who are testing this butt deodorant. I wouldn't trust their opinion if it is those people because they were dumb enough to eat an ass before they invented this perfume. So why would I trust them to tell me it smells better now? And now back to the news. Former Florida Solicitor General Chris Kice joins Trump's legal team. It is reported that Chris Kice does not have a history of self-medicating, trauma, or mental illness. So why is he doing this? Biden is determined to ban assault weapons in the U.S. As a black man, I do not want to be around an assault weapon. It would blow up my blood pressure, and don't get me started on my diabetes. Top-level FBI agent Timothy Thibault, who was under fire for his role in Hunter Biden investigation, resigns. In all honesty, if the FBI arrested every member of a president's family who tried to sell access, Barron would be the only Trump child not in prison. But because he's a minor. Michael Carneal, who is responsible for the Paducah, Kentucky high school shooting in 1997, is up for parole. At his parole hearing, Michael Carneal points out that he is reformed. He hasn't killed a kid in 25 years. Secret Service Chief James Murray is leaving the agency to work for Snapchat. Under weaknesses on his resume for Snapchat, it says, being a Secret Service chief. Under strengths, avoiding blame. Senator Lindsey Graham predicts that there will be riots in the streets if Trump is prosecuted. The thought of all those virile young patriots marching in the streets just gives Graham the vapors. Georgia Governor Kemp was ordered to testify before the grand jury, but not until after the election. This way, only Kemp's thumbs will be on the scales to tilt the election. DeSantis pulls out of the $25,000 Plate Zeldin fundraiser over an unforeseen tragedy. The unforeseen tragedy was that he couldn't get $50,000 a plate. New polls show that 69% of voters approve of Biden's programs, 45% approve of President Biden, yet 67% say the country is headed in the wrong direction. 100% of the GD Fendersons say, huh? Corey Wayne Patterson faces grand larceny and terrorist threat charges for stealing a plane and threatening to crash it into a Walmart in Tupelo, Mississippi. Corey Patterson's boss, Joseph Wheeler, was surprised and stated, quote, I think I would do it before he did. Seemed like a straight-laced guy, unquote. Corey Patterson is in custody after crash landing the plane in a field. Now, who's going to watch Joseph Wheeler? Serena Williams retired from tennis. I don't have a joke for that. She was one of the all-time greats. I can't think of a better tennis player or athlete, male or female, in their prospective sports. I don't have a script for it. Didn't plan on writing one for it. I was waiting to do this until after I found out how long she was going to play. Good luck, Serena Williams, and whatever you do, I'm sure you'll be better at it than I've been at whatever I've done. I'm G.D. Fenderson, Certified Forensic Humorist at Large, and thank you for watching Critical Joke Theory Episode 11. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please share it with someone. Now, be smart, be safe, and don't feed the crazies.